Who else you got playing?
You know, I have a few girls. I have Shakita, I have Hazel, I have Alicia. Sorry, it's a lot of names. Wendy, and then on the WNBA side, myself, of course, Angel McCartry, Diamond Shields, and Brittany Griner. And for me, it was like, okay, how can I empower women?
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Sharch.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Phoenix with the ball. Rubio looking around. Of course, the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit up in the air. Just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. Could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a Game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist from Rubio.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. And here's Booker from the arc. And it's Williamson with the rebound. On offense, here are the Pelicans. 4-point game. And it's Ingram missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Out in his own on the break. And the dunk by Williamson.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Ball. Holiday gets the bucket.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Ayton with it. Now defended by Williamson. Booker dishes to Ayton. Shoots it. Up again. And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
Ball, the pass to Holiday. Williamson with it. Makes it off the glass. Williamson's got his second bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Ball against Rubio, taken away by Holiday. Ball with it, tries from 10. Second chance shot, rejected by Booker. Outside Favors, just 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Doris, what has impressed me about Booker is that he's put up great numbers despite not having a lot of franchise stability at the start of his career.
No doubt, Kevin. For Devin Booker, his first 4 seasons, he had 4 different head coaches. That doesn't even start to touch the roster turnover he's dealt with. Through everything he's faced, he has produced on the offensive end. You love this guy's upside.
Here is Rubio. Derek Favors making his last shot. Rubio outside. Down low. Here's Ayton. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. Ayton's got 6 points.
Well, Ricky Rubio has defined point guard vision. He can see the floor so beautifully.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Now here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Holiday against the bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Up top, Rubio. He's covered by Ball. Booker against Holiday. No good from Booker. And Holiday, here we go. Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Here's Ayton. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. The Suns shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Well, the #1 pick in the 2018 NBA draft, DeAndre Ayton, is going to be a feared big man for years to come.
At the end of one, a closely contested. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got J.J. Redick. He's out there with Jackson. Hart is out there with Williamson. And it's Melly in at the 4 spot.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Here's Redick. Back to Jackson. Here's Williamson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Suns leading. That drive by Carter, and that one good. Carter's got his first bucket of the night.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And Hart has it in the corner. To the right side. Williamson kicks to Hart. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Redick with the 3. The Pelicans get another chance here. And there's the pass to Hart. Back to Redick. Over Carter. Good work defensively by Carter. And the Suns making a change here. Okobo's checked in. Suns leading by 3. And stolen by Redick. Here's Hart, covered by Sharch. Hart, that's good. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think #1, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. The Suns shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. That one misses from Šarić.
You know, I think the versatility Šarić provides is big in today's NBA. This guy can play the 3 and the 4. He can shoot from anywhere. He can also hit the glass. Very good passer. There's a lot to his game.
Carter against Redick. That's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Hayes. It's good on the putback. And the Pelicans lead by 1. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Upside Jackson. Over Carter. Jackson gets the bucket. And now it's a 3-point New Orleans lead.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Hayes throws it down.
A fundamentally sound player. Gotta like how well Redick works the rock around the floor.
Here's Okobo. Drains the three-pointer. Okobo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Here's Hart, covered by Šarić. Hart, that's good. Suns trail by 4. And stolen by Redick. And here we go. Pelicans running again. Stops. Pops. The shot, no good. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. And the shot is good. Carter's got his second basket of the night.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hayes trying to break free. Hart, that's good. Hart's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
And the basket by Kaminsky.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing, Greg. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Here's Hart. Good work there as it goes. Hart's got 8 points. Here's Kaminsky. And that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even bet. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a tremendous start for Zion Williamson. He had 12 points, 2 steals. And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Booker and Bridges are the wings. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Jerome in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Now, this guy has such a versatile offensive skill set. Devin Booker is a threat once he steps across the half-court line.
Here's Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Suns trail by 3. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself, but everything else with his game is what you want from an elite point guard.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Phoenix. Ingram against Bridges. Ingram passes to Williamson. Over Johnson. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Suns shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Rubio finds Booker. Almost, but it rolls out.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Here's Johnson. Cans the 12-footer.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
Got a piece of it. And the New Orleans Pelicans with another turnover here. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard as we've gotten into the second half of the season. These teams have become better and better, scoring points off turnovers. Fourth, the Suns.
Their defense has taken on a new life since the break. I mean, they're getting into teams, forcing turnovers, and they look like a different group.
And here's Rubio. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Off target from the wing.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And it's ball in the corner. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Up the floor, here's Holiday. Finished off the break. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
And Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He can also dish the rock.
It's good, and the New Orleans lead has cut down to a point with the bucket from Johnson.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
From the high post. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Suns have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Johnson, the pass to Bridges. Knocked away. Rubio with it. Favors picks him up. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
It's Ingram on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Here's Rubio. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That one is on Holiday.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
So for the Suns, Aaron Baines comes in for DeAndre Ayton. And Dario Saric subbed in for Johnson. The Pelicans also changing it up. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from J.J. Redick.
Keeping that mid-range area alive. Redick is fantastic at realizing when to shoot from that spot.
Here's Rubio. No good on that one. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
He's trying to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Outside, Redick. Back to Hart. Pass to Okafor. New Orleans moving it around. Redick passes to Okafor. It's stolen by Sharp. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by Hart. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Hart's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans. Inside, and Saric kicks to Baines. Now, here's Bridges. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Clock at 6. Here's Baines. That one, no good. And the wide open shot from Redick. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
It's all tied in Phoenix. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. He's out there with Jahlil Okafor, and it's Hart in at the small forward position.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
To the middle, here's Sharch, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Carter, and New Orleans also making a change. Williamson is checked in for Jahlil Okafor. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and the dunk by Williamson.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
For three, Booker. Great D that time from Redick.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And that one's good, Williamson.
And Williamson, such a unique prospect from a physical standpoint, can get anything he wants in that paint.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Excellent D there from Holiday.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Hart kicks to Redick. Passes it to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. There's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Williamson.
And what you love about Williamson, he's not just magnetic and entertaining, he's extremely productive.
For three, Booker. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Andre Ayton's checked in for Phoenix. Johnson comes in for Bridges. The Pelicans also changing it up. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for J.J. Redick. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Holiday goes in, and that one is good.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And that one drops. 7 points for Ricky Rubio.
But just so under control with the ball. Nice move by Rubio.
On the wing, Holiday. Covered by Rubio. Here's Ingram. Sharch grabs the board. And here's Sharch. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 3. Johnson finds Booker. Back to Johnson. The drive by Booker. And he banks in the layup.
It's one thing to know your team counts on you to deliver big buckets. It's another to take that responsibility and run with it. Go ahead, Mr. Booker.
New Orleans moving it around. Ingram against Sharch. Here's Ball with the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Williamson's got 20 points.
Some young players tend to defer in big moments. Not Zion.
Rubio outside. Sharch outside. No good. That would have tied it.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
A putback and staying with the play, Ingram. Ingram's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pelicans.
And you want Ingram to take over in these situations, and he does just that when his name is called.
A nice shot by Booker.
Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
Ball, the pass to Holiday. Pulls up on the wing. Yes, that goes in. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
It's Ingram on the wing. That three off the mark. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Suns making a change here. Bridges checks in. With three, Booker. A new 14 for the Suns. Holiday looking over the floor. And the dunk by Williamson.
Look at this young man come through in the clutch. Zion appearing more than ready to deliver. They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. And that's an intentional foul. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
There's the three. And it's a Kobo missing. Here's Alexander Walker. Count it.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Well, awesome. I know you're also involved in Gamer.vote. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, so Gamer.vote, I think it's amazing because as gamers, we make up about 132 million plus gamers in the world, right? That's a lot of people, right? And right now, with everything we're facing, and have a lot of social.
Sacramento, California.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Payday. A little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Fox.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Here's the starting.
For him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa. And it's Holmes in at the center. Barnes passes to Bielitsa. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
For New Orleans, their last game a loss to Sacramento. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Williamson. Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players. So you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up. They use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense. Holiday with the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Certainly capable from distance. Defenses no longer dare Holiday to shoot from out there.
Count it. Fox has got his second basket of the game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Lobs it up for Holiday. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Finished off the break. And that's now 6 points for De'Aaron Fox. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Holiday, the pass to Williamson. That's tipped, and they get it back. Back to Holiday. Sinks the triple. Holiday's got 6.
This is where Holiday's really improved, working off ball and sinking jump shots.
Pass to Holmes. Now Bielitsa. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
He dishes it to Favors. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And this is Alvin Gentry's fourth stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, let's get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league. A decade coaching in college. Worked for and with so many legendary coaches. He's seen it all.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Here's Giles. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Joseph. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Giles. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Hart. Really had troubles in that loss to Sacramento. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Great job by Favors, really making the defense uncomfortable as he's going up with the shot.
That one misses.
The Pelicans tried to build a contender around Anthony Davis. They're hoping this go around with Zion Williamson, they'll be able to create a more complete team.
On the wing, Hield. Over Redick. Hield can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Jackson. Another shot. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Lynn, the second chance points on the tip in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
32 seconds left in the first quarter. Jackson against Joseph. Back to Jackson. Passes it to Melly. Takes a 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Giles kicks to Hield. And the dunk by Lynn.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
Redick with the 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Pelicans on top, up 3. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this has been a fairly close game to the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Lynn out there with Parker, and it's Bazemore at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. In third, the Pelicans.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Fox comes in for Corey Joseph.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. Trailing by 4. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here's Redick. He has 6. New Orleans moving the ball around. It's deflected. And now the Kings, fast break. A 3 from Barnes. Redick with the rebound. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
So it's Sacramento. The Pelicans make their last shot. Bielitsa, he checks in for Sacramento. Bogdanovich comes in for Buddy Hield. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Williamson is checked in for Hayes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jackson. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Bogdanovich, that's for two. The shot, no good. Holiday with the defensive effort. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Parker. It's a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Williamson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pelicans.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
So, Smitty, if we take James Harden out of the equation, who has the best step-back jumper in the NBA right now?
You know, there's a few guys. Damian Lillard has an unbelievable step back. Steph Curry, Bradley Beal creates a lot of space on his step back jumper.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Giles checked in for Harrison Barnes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for Fox. Now here's Ingram. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
Really got to give props to Ingram for aggressively attacking the rim. Not many guys want to get in his path.
The pass to Bielitsa. Right wing. Pass to Giles. Shoots over Ingram. Giles, that's good. Giles has got his second bucket of the night. Pelicans leading by 8. Ball, the pass to Nelly.
And the EuroLeague.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Bazemore, gets the 14-footer to fall. Bazemore's got his first points in this one.
Good luck keeping pace with Baze in transition. He is built for that.
Here's Ball, the feed now to Williamson. Here's Melly, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans going into the break with a 10th.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Zion Williamson was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center, filling out the middle.
Everyone knows how athletic Barnes is. Demonstrated yet again with the slam.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Holiday, no one around him. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Holiday's got 8.
As a coach, you're comfortable with Holiday taking that shot. He has a good feel from the mid-range.
Bogdanovich finds Bielitsa. Ball against Fox. Pulls up. High post. And again, it's Sacramento converted.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Bucket is good. Favors got the lead up to 12 now for New Orleans.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Here's Fox. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Back to Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lobs it up for Favors. And stolen by Bielitsa. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. It's good. He's got 6.
Pure hustle from Barnes in transition there. The way he runs the floor is a thing of beauty.
Pass to Ingram. Here's Holiday. Kicks to Favors. Rebounded by Holmes.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
That cuts the lead to single digits.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Passes it to Holiday. Over Bogdanovich. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Kings trail by 7. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Holmes kicks to Barnes. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bogdanovich has got 6 points in the quarter.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And a slam dunk by Favors.
A beautiful connection, and Favors with the highlight finish.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Ingram. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. To the paint. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. The shot by Holiday, no good.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Moving it up. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Here's Hart. No good on the triple.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
It's good. Now just a 2-point Pelican lead.
Speed, athleticism, Kent Bazemore more than capable of taking it all the way to the rack.
With a tie, and Healed with the lay-in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Jackson is doubled. And Okafor has it in the corner. Misses the 3. Sacramento's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Healed from outside. And another 3 for Sacramento.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson passes to Hart. Back to Jackson. Shot to stop the run. Good on the three-point shot. Jackson's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Fox looking it over. Three-pointer. Tries again. Lenka kicks to Fox. This one for three. That shot misses. Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand in the fourth? Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. That's at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. Giles is out there with Alex Len, and it's Parker in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. King shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
So for the Pelicans, Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick. Now, here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness. Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Stolen by Ball. Feeds it to Ingram. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Alex Len picks one up.
The knowledge that Ingram possesses, well aware that the D is going to hack him in these situations.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Bielitsa comes in for Len, and it's Barnes in for Jabari Parker. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. Let's see if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Pelicans leading by 6. Here's Holiday. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Stolen by Ball. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 10-point Pelican lead.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Now here's Hield. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Fox. They can't stop the run with that one. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Giles kicks to Bielitsa. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Favors. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist from Favors. Holiday's got the lead up to 12 now for New Orleans. Fox against Ball. Fox, no good.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Stolen by Ball. 4-on-3 break. Steve, we've heard Commissioner Adam Silver broach the idea of a mid-season tournament. How that would be structured, I don't know. But do you think that could possibly work?
No, I think it's a possibility, Kevin. One, I think you definitely have to have the season shortened to 75 games, 68 games. I think you have to do it on the back end of the All-Star break because we know so much as far as the calendar. When can you fit this in? Maybe 3 or 4 days after the All-Star game during that week. Expand that time off of maybe 3 or 4 days. It's possible.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Barnes on the follow.
The determination from Barnes, he never gives up on the offensive glass.
Ingram outside. Ring shot on the way. They get it back.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pelicans.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Zion Williamson.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go.
And how about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Now, here's Ball. Outside Holiday. And the rejection by Holmes.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Holmes with the steal. And stolen by Favors. Outside Holiday. Buries it from three-point range.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
RPM tech benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
The 2KMC has arrived, and it's time to check in on what's happening in NBA 2K20. Starting with your upcoming 2K Compete event schedule. Yeah, take a gander. Get in the neighborhood and play these events to wrap up and earn some BC. Now.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You look at the Grizzlies. They're holding the edge for the last playoffs. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And, of course, the New Orleans Pelicans, a couple spots below.
And, guys, when you look at Memphis, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the 1. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Morant dishes to Valanciunas.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Holiday inside the line. No good off the back of the rim. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
And purely from a physical standpoint, John Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Holiday, that falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
This kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Well, always interesting to check out the first-year stars of the NBA, and on that list are the rookies who have been almost automatic from the field this past month. Zion Williamson on top.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
And what I like about him is he rarely pulls the trigger unless he has a quality look, an open look. And he's cagey and crafty. Now he creates room for himself to get his shot off. Well, I love his offensive presence. A lot of poise he plays that end of the floor with.
Now here is Holiday. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Now here's Brooks. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland. To the inside, Grant. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
The Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Now here's Ingram. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Ingram with the steal. Here's Ball. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Morant. Shoots over Ball. Brooks Favors with the rebound. Favors got 4 rebounds in this game. Lobs it up there for Ingram.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. Last outing for the Pelicans, it was a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. Ball, the pass to Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now here's Anderson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To end the drought. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. I mean, his long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks.
11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Redick. Lays it up and banks it in.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Gorgie Dang is out there with Clark. Then there's Allen. And it's Melton in at point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Clock is at 3. Allen. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Allen's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Grizzlies. Hart, that's good. Hart's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans. Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs, and plenty of micro-analysis to go around, but some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say, so you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot blocking. Just because you don't block a shot, that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken. Effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Good on both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside Jackson. Redick against Allen. Fires the 3. The shot by Redick, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Feeds to Clark. And he lays it straight in.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Hart the pass to Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. It's Clark with the rebound. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Pass to Melton. Puts up a 3. Drills it from outside. Melton's got 5 points now this quarter. Pelicans leading by 6. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Hart the pass to Redick. He kicks to Okafor. 5 on the clock. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound by Dang. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Goes up, and it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Brooks checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Melton. And New Orleans also making a change. Drew Holiday's checked in for Frank Jackson. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers. Hart the pass to Redick. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. He never hesitates to find the open guy.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Gorgie Dang. And it's Anderson in for Grayson Allen. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Williamson comes in for Hayes. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick. Here's Anderson. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Anderson's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Holiday against Brooks. Over to the wing. Back to Clark. Tries it from 19. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They've led by as much as 10. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Here's Williamson. Here's Favors. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Jackson no good on that one. New Orleans has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Holiday gets the bucket.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Valanciunas kicks to Anderson. Puts it up from 17. Goes back up. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got his second bucket of the night.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Zion Williamson was on fire in the first half. He had 12. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5 spot. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. New Orleans leading by 3. Ball kicks to Holiday. Over Brooks. And that's an air ball. Not even close. He dishes it to Anderson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Ingram. Clark, what would your dream backcourt look like? If you were going to design one, what would it look like?
Well, they'd have good size and athleticism, somewhere in that 6'3" to 6'6" range, and the ability to make plays for themselves and others, and also be very solid at the defensive end. You know, you think about some guys that would fit that bill. I look at a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who really gives it to you in multiple ways as a backcourt player. And I like the scoring of Damian Lillard.
Agreed. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Anderson. Pelicans with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Holiday against Anderson. That one falls. And it's a 7-point Pelican lead.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And now the Pelicans on the break. Ingram's running, and the dunk by Williamson.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, hammers the alley-oop through.
You know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Down low, Ingram with the steal. The Pelicans, another fast break opportunity here. Leaps for it, and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And with this quick break in play, let's take a look now and select from a group of point guards that have been killing it from three-point range over the last 10 games. Fourth, Lonzo Ball.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Well, forget about using it as a backup plan. With the numbers this group puts up from deep, I think it should be plan A to have them stroking it from three.
Outside, Redick takes the three. Unable to get that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Well, as much as Gorgui Dieng does on the court, he'll be remembered, Clark, by many for his off-the-court contributions.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly there. Dieng has revamped hospitals in his home country of Senegal, as well as sent thousands upon thousands of meals back to his homeland. I mean, you can't say enough about what this man has done for others. And that really is a measure of influence, maturity, and leadership. Great, great impact being made by Dieng off the court.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And here's a look at some numbers for Williamson. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb, averaging 25 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And Allen sub in for Morant. Jackson kicks to Hart. Shoots. The Pelicans keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. 6 to shoot. And count it from 19 feet away. Hart's got his second basket of the night. Here's Melton. He has 5. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For Memphis, they have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Frank Jackson. Right wing. Here's Hart. Drops in the layup for 2. Hart's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
And that one drops for him.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 10-point lead. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. A putback. It's good on the putback. Hart's got 8 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
The pass to Clark. Lets it go. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Melton. And that one, good. 9 points in the game so far. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Redick. Good work there as it goes. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
Proving that he's more than just a shooter now. Redick, when he sees a lane, he takes it.
And stolen by Redick. Plays it in off the breakaway.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage.
And so it's New Orleans, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Right back after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Anderson is out there with Clark, and it's Valanciunas in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Out to the wing. Morant with a wide open look. Drops in the tray.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Ball, the pass to Ingram. Here's Favors. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Anderson's shot is off.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
And the offensive skill set Williamson has off the charts. And the scary thing is, guys, he's only going to keep getting better.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And the rejection by Favors. Lobs it up for Holiday. And that one's good. Williamson's got 4 points this quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
To the middle, here's Valanciunas. The putback and the second chance effort by Jackson.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
And here is ball. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state. And being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings. That's special, and having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Anderson kicks to Morant. Any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things, incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines, and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories. But I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Here's Allen. And again, Memphis no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
No coverage that time. Alexander Walker's got his first basket.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Tolliver with the bucket.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Zion Williamson.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Connects from three-point range.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished. Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with him. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Pass to Alexander Walker. There's the triple. Hits the three-point bomb.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Milton passes to Jang. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Strong move in the painted area. I mean, Jang draws a lot more fouls when being aggressive.
And Jang drops them both. Moore outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get it. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Over the last couple of weeks, we've been talking with community members as well as 2K devs about NBA 2K21.
We've been asking the community members about what they're excited for with the new game.
As well as devs and asking them what we can expect. And here at 2K TV, we bring together the NBA 2K community as well as the NBA.
Here's a shot from earlier on. As the Suns arrive at... Well, they are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ayton.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And for New Orleans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Here's Favors. Here's Williamson. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game. Rubio against Ball. And it's Rubio penetrating. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. He kicks to Favors. And tonight a matchup of inexperienced teams, young ball clubs. Brent, talk about some of the challenges that come with coaching a team so young.
I think the idea for most of the coaches is they see it in the eyes of the players. They want everything now. They want it so fast, and they're not quite sure about the steps to get to the end game. That's the most important thing for a coach, is to talk about the small steps throughout any given season that the coach can put in front of them. And some of those challenges, you find out also which of the guys are willing to accept the team challenge as opposed to the individual.
But challenging nonetheless in every way.
Oh, yeah, and for 8 months of it, Kevin.
Yeah.
So get ready for massive parenting for the year for this coaching staff.
Rubio, the pass to Bridges. Off target from three-point range. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Ball dishes to Favors. Pass to Williamson. Over Johnson. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And he's far from just a dunker. Zion is also capable of hurting you from outside.
Shoots from the block. Rubio misses. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To the paint. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Rubio against Ball. Passes it to Holiday. Over Booker. Kept alive. Williamson. Out to Ingram. Looks for Holiday. Gets it to him. They shoot again. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And the basket by Rubio.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Phoenix making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Sharge comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Pulls it from the elbow. Shot's good by Baines. It's all knotted up. And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Ray, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
Pelican shooting in this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the inside. Shots good by Baines.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Stolen by Jackson. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Basket good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns, trailing by 4. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
And what you love about Williamson, he's not just magnetic and entertaining, he's extremely productive.
And we reached the end of the first. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Saric. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. Credit. Phoenix grabs the miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Look at all the coaching changes that the Suns have had through the years, and some of these young players have heard a lot of voices. 7 in the last 8 years, and the team's performance has shown that kind of inconsistency with up and down seasons.
Jackson misses.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming, Kevin.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
And all the system changes have really affected the Suns scouting department.
Really difficult to fill out a roster when you've got coaching changes and philosophies that come about, and some guys simply just don't fit. So maybe they settle in here, find the right guys to do the right things, and get themselves back into the playoffs.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Ingram's checked in, and the Suns also making a change. Johnson, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. To the wing right side. Here's Hayes. They need this. He can't get it to go. The Suns go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
No doubt that's what made the difference. The aggression they showed, attacking, drawing contact. It got them points at the line and made foul trouble a big concern on the other side.
The shot by Saric, no good. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Jackson. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with the last 10 years. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right?
And they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Mikal Bridges checked in for Johnson. 1:41 left in the first half of the game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And just lights out in terms of his scoring. Devin Booker's calling card.
It's stolen by Kaminsky. Booker in the corner. Back to Bridges. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Here's Rubio. Pass to Kaminsky. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. 4 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Pelicans pull it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. The Suns making a switch here. Baines is checked in. 1:03 left to play here in the half. Holiday with it. Bridges covering. Booker looking around. It's tipped.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now the pass to Favors. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. That one no good. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Williamson.
This is Williamson's game. He's a scorer, and he knows his team relies on him to do it.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
It's Ingram on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Jackson has the open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Jackson's got 5 points so far. Pass to Ayton. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Favors. He can't get that one. And that'll do it for the first half of All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Out in front at the half is Phoenix. They are leading by 4. Kenny, what do you think? And that'll about do.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
Rubio against Ball, and the basket by Rubio.
And he decides to go old school with the finger roll.
Pelicans trail by 7. Outside Holiday. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
One-on-one here. He lobs it up. And the dunk by Williamson.
There is no coach that does not ask his point guard to distribute the ball. Holiday did just that with that dime.
Holiday against Booker. Here's Ayton. Crafty move. Count it. Good.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
And the Suns making a change here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
When it comes to hustle, effort, who would you put on the floor to get those 50-50 balls that are just so important? And sometimes, with the winner loss in the balance.
I mean, I watch Kawhi Leonard, and even though he's a superstar player, there's still some efficiency in his action to go and get that ball.
He just never stops.
He never stops. And so, yeah, he might not get dirty, but he doesn't have to because he outsmarts everybody else to get to it. And we have scrappy guys like Marcus Smart and Patrick Beverly who we've talked about as being nuisances on the court. But those guys are invaluable to any coaching staff. And when they have those kind of plays, it just gets everybody going and brings a level of energy back to the game.
It does energize you. You're exactly right. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. On the inbound, here's Sharch. Out to the right wing. Kaminsky.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
And the wing jumper offline. Offensive rebound. Here's Hart. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 4-point Suns lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Okafor with the block. They get it back. Sharch passes to Jerome. Kicks it to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. It's stolen. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Hart, no good. Suns leading by 4. Johnson dishes to Kaminsky. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Hawks, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Here's Ball. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Picked off in midair. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Ball's running.
Yeah, Ball just really good at running in transition. Smart at knowing where to spread to in the open floor. And New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
Well, you just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
Carter against Redick. And it's Melly with the rebound. And here's New Orleans now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And they take the lead. Hart's got 8 points.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Out to the right wing. Back to Ball. Melly passes to Redick. 6 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Kaminsky's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Carter. Can't get it to fall. Here's Ball. And he banks in the layup. Ball's got his third basket of the night right there.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. New Orleans on top, up by 2. New Orleans back in a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Bridges in at the 3 side. 2 free throws coming up, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Ayton's got the game tied up here for the Suns. And the dunk by Williamson.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Booker outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Booker's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. And the dunk by Williamson.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Booker finds Johnson. Favors with the rebound. Favors got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Suns trail by 4. Passes it to Booker from downtown. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 4 assists now tonight.
Catching and shooting with confidence. Devin Booker letting it fly.
Ingram kicks to Williamson. Shot clock at 5. No good with the layup.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Ayton. Well, if there was ever a no-doubt #1 pick, it is Zion Williamson. Brent, New Orleans jumped at the chance to draft him.
Yeah, hard to think of a transition where you have a transcendental star in Anthony Davis in the 7 seasons he gave for the Pelicans, that Zion Williamson would come in and almost make you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, Kevin, but forget about AD. There's that much excitement and enthusiasm around what the talent set is and the skill set of this young star player could be.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential, very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Johnson can't hit.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Pass to Bridges. Puts up a three. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Bridges has got himself on the board with three there.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line. That's why Devin Booker has the ball for moments just like that.
Here's Favors. Here's Holiday. And there it is for him. Holiday's got his first points of the game.
And really, that is a tremendous shot by Holiday there. His team really has momentum now.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Suns lead by one. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Poke loose. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Ball feeling it out a bit. 5 to shoot. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And he is proving to be a gamer. You got to expect Ball to look to score in these critical stretches of the game.
Down low. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. Oh, and he can't cap off the break. Bridges inside the three-point line. It's not going to go for him. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Sharks checked in for the Suns. Now Ball. He kicks it to Ingram. Back to Ball. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
Here's Rubio. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Sharch. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Zion Williamson.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you could be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Well, crucial moment there at the free throw line, and he never flinched.
Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Sharch.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Booker finds 8. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll take a quick break, then. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. So Phoenix will get the first possession. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Inside, Sharch and Bain. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the small forward.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. At the top of the key, Bain. Just 5 to shoot. Ingram with the steal. The drive by Redick. Hayes up top. There's the pass to Ball. Tipped away. Booker with it. Now guarded by Ball. A nice shot by Booker. And the Suns lead by 2.
Booker runs the floor so well, a terrific sense of where to be in that kind of situation.
Williamson, and it's off the back rim, no good. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. And a change for the Suns. Ayton's checked in. Here's Booker. It's blocked.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
And here's Ingram from the arc. And the Pelicans miss again. Suns shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. And there's Saric on the assist from Bridges. 6 points for Dario Saric.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Ayton pass to Booker. Clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. And slammed up by Ingram.
And how about the focus of Ingram? Not getting overtaken by the heat of the moment, nailing the shot in the face of the defender.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Rubio against Ball. And Rubio kicks to Bridges. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Ball with a wide open look. Williamson, it falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Some young players tend to defer in big moments. Not Zion.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And it's Ingram missing. And here are the Suns now. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Bridges kicks to Saric. Booker outside. Just 5 on the clock. On deep. But they get it back. Off the mark. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed it.
NBA 2K devs.
That's right, so let's see what happens when we take gameplay director Mike Wang and mix him up with Agent Zero. Check it out. I bet you're all wondering the same thing. What is NBA 2K21 all about, both current gen and next gen?
So we're going directly to the developer.
What a sight, a sky-high perspective of the beautiful city of New Orleans, where we're bringing you action tonight. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Fox.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Holmes in at the center position. And for the Pelicans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1. Here's Holiday. Here's Williamson. And he makes that one.
Yeah, and you feel like Williamson can do this almost any time he wants. The strength, the athleticism. I mean, it's next level.
Bogdanovich finds Fox. Stolen by Ball. Ingram with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Hey, Chris, there's a lot to like for this Kings franchise right now. Fans have got to be excited about their future.
Yeah, and credit my man Vlade in the front office for rebuilding. They got lots of great young talent, and they kept their picks. The team should be a big factor in the West in the coming years. He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Offensive rebounding is all about positioning and hustle. I mean, there, Bjelica showed exactly how you get these additional opportunities.
Lobs it up for Favors. Deflects the pass. Holmes with the steal. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's Fox. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Fox has got his second bucket of the night.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovich, I love the display of unselfishness.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Good ball movement here by the Kings. It's Fox with the drive. Makes it off the glass. Fox has got 6 points. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And it's Bjelica with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for the Kings. From the top of the key, and he hits the jumper for 2.
That's all you can do on defense. Redick is just amazing at shooting the ball, especially when he's under pressure.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And it's Fox with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Trailing by 2. Back to Bjelica. Passes it to Hield. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. As with every position, creating offense now, which big men do the best job of scoring off the bounce?
That's a good question. LaMarcus Aldridge in San Antonio, Coach Pop is giving him the freedom. And Joel Embiid, we sleep on him because he's 7 foot, but when he faces up in the post, he doesn't usually give you his back. He faces up, triple threat, gives you a jab step, a counter in and out, and gives you something nice. I mean, his ball handling ability is great for a 7-footer, and I like Embiid.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Pass the ball. Wide open. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Step in the right direction. It's huge whenever a ball finds a way to capitalize from the mid-range.
Ingram attacking. And the pass to Ball. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Again, the Pelicans score. 40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Fox. Right through the D for the layup. Fox has got 10 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Great D that time from Favors.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Barnes passes to Holmes.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw good from Holmes. So both teams making some changes here. And he makes both free throws.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Pelicans trail by 3. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Hayes. Len grabs the board.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, GA, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got J.J. Redick. He's out there with Jackson. Hart is out there with Hayes. And it's Melly in at the 4.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Redick inside the line. Drops one in from the wing. Redick's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Look, one of Redick's favorite shots. If defenders are going to lay off him, he's going to torch him.
And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hield.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for New Orleans. And a change for the Kings. Jabari Parker's checked in for Buddy Hield.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
No question, GA. I mean, it takes skill and a certain level of fearlessness.
And here's Joseph for 3. That shot off, and New Orleans will go the other way with it. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. And the dunk by Len.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Taken away by Holiday. That's tipped. Giles kicks to Len. Back to Giles. Pass to Parker. Over Hart. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Pelicans trail by 9, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's his first foul. The Pelicans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in, and the Kings also making a change. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Harry Giles. He had a nice open look right there. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
Solid ball movement there. I like seeing Hart make an effort to get it to the open guy.
And the dunk by Len.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Okafor finds Jackson. And he drops it in from the low post. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Drills the three-pointer. For New Orleans, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. Brandon Ingram comes in for Frank Jackson. Then for the Kings, Bielitsa, who checks in for Len. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Joseph. Here's Fox. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, I mean, tracking that one all the way, baby. I mean, Zion getting nasty at the defensive end.
Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Pelicans trail by 7. Passes to Hart. Back to Ball. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. The wing jumper off target. Bogdanovich passes to Parker. Releases. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
And the dunk by Bielitsa.
Quick instincts on the defensive end. I mean, when you're careless around Fox, he's going to take advantage of it.
And stolen by Barnes. And now the Kings, fast break, jumps up, flushes it down to finish the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Take a look at the Kings. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push. And checking out New Orleans, tied right now.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're disappointed in that. I mean, they were hoping to take that next step.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Redick against Teal. Again, the miss by the Kings. Pelicans trail by 9. And Redick, here we go. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries. Fox with it. This game he had 28 points. And the layup falls. Fox has got 12.
Driving with ferocity. I mean, when Fox puts it on the deck, he's fantastic at finding ways to finish.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, a tremendous start for De'Aaron Fox. He had 12 points, 2 steals. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending the guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs they just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of a rule. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie cup?
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, he's the perfect alley-oop partner. Zion showing the lift on his hands. And we all know how it is.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Harry Giles is checked in for the Kings. Corey Joseph comes in for Fox. Pelicans trail by 6. Ball dishes to Favors, and the shot goes in. Favors has got 8.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, most of the time, even hard fouls won't stop Zion. One of the best in the league, already at finishing through contact.
So for the Pelicans, Hayes is checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram, and it's Jackson in for Ball. Then for the Kings, Alex Len's checked in for Rashad Holmes, and it's Kent Bazemore in for Joseph.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Holiday inside the line, bank shot, no good. Kings leading now by 3, and stolen by Williamson. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Holiday is running, stolen by Len. Barnes passes to Bogdanovich. Bazemore for 3. Pelicans with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
They're at a loss defensively of how to stop Zion. I mean, just too much athleticism, too much skill.
Now the pass to Len. Back to Bazemore. He kicks it to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Bogdanovich passes to Barnes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Barnes has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Here's Hart. Up and in on the layup. Hart's got his first bucket in this one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Bazemore kicks to Len. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Bazemore. It's deflected. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Outside Holiday. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
And some changes here for the Kings. Parker's checked in for Harry Giles. Buddy Hield comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Bogdanovich. The wide open look here for Fox. From outside, off the mark. The Pelicans trail. To the middle. Here's Melly, and he hits it to tie the game up.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Barnes passes to Hield. Now Fox, covered by Reddick. That's a 2 from Hield. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
And Hield is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the pass. The D can't afford to play off of.
Parker. That one doesn't drop. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hart, no good. Sacramento's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And a miss there on the triple. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. The wide open look here for Holiday. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Few players in the NBA have the burst that Fox does. He's so explosive when attacking the rim.
It's stolen by Hield. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Kings lead by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it's served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They're back. Ball and Reddick. At the forward slots, Ingram and Melly. And it's Favors in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Fox looking it over. Right at the free throw line. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
So creative with the ball in his hands. I mean, Fox, he brings the handle game in and game out.
Reddick against Hield. The drive by Reddick. Banked in off the glass.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Stolen by Ball. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Reddick. Rebounded by Holmes. The Kings leading. Hield kicks to Fox. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D struggling to keep up.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Where their goal was to limit their turnovers, and they've wasted way too many possessions with difference.
Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for J.J. Reddick. And a change for Sacramento. Barnes is checked in. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Hield left side. Over Holiday. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. To tie it up. Ball. That ties it up.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Hield outside. No good with the triple.
A lot of damage from three-point range in the first half, but so far in the second, he hasn't done a thing.
Man, how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Back to Fox. Here's the 3. Again, Hield missing. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And it's Williamson missing.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Fox, no good. Pelican shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. And that one's good. Ingram.
The young fella, Ingram, playing with poise.
Here's Fox, and he gets the bucket. Fox has got 6 here in this quarter.
So calm and collected in the big spots. Fox, he relishes being the guy to take huge shots for this team.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Look at the fortitude on Barnes. They've got to give him a bucket here. He wants to be the one to get it for him. No fear at all.
Throws it up high, and the dunk by Williamson.
Well, watching him in college, Zion showed he was a big game, big moment player. That's a huge bucket right there.
Fox dishes to Barnes. 1:31 left in the game. Pass to Bielitsa, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
An experienced player. Bielitsa doesn't shy away from the big moment. He welcomes the chance to hit crucial shots.
Lobs it up for Favors. He's off on that one. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Hield can't hit. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the 4th quarter. Has contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's good. Embracing the spotlight. Give ball the opportunity to shine, and he'll welcome it with open arms.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. Fox passes to Holmes. Back to Fox. It's in! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Ingram against Barnes. And it's Ingram missing. Passes it to Bielitsa. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Knocks it loose. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. It's Bielitsa. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And that's a huge basket by Bielitsa. He's proving how clutch he is in these moments.
Ball kicks to Holiday. Oh, missed it. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. So Sacramento will get the first possession. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Holmes, and it's Barnes at the small forward. Free throw good, Fox.
We've seen Fox step up as a leader recently. He knows his teammates look to him, and he's happy to lead the charge.
Nifty move. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
To the inside. Sacramento moving it around. Holmes passes to Bogdanovich. Barnes kicks to Fox. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bogdanovich. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Bogdanovich so solid at making defenders feel uneasy. He knows how to get them to foul him too.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Pelicans trail by 3. Ball dishes to Ingram. Back to ball. Shoots over Fox. And that one hits back iron. And for Sacramento, their shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Pass to Bielitsa. Over Williamson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Crafty player. I like whenever Bielitsa tries to score and draws the D's attention.
And he drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
They get what they want out of that trip. Now a 2-possession game.
Favors inside, guarded by Holmes. For three, Ingram. The long distance three is Barrett.
We talk about spacing the floor. Ingram showing the deep range.
Ball against Fox. And there's the pass to Bielitsa. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Here's Williamson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And the legend just continues to grow. Zion Williamson could be an all-time great.
And now Sacramento on the break. Barnes got the ball.
Accepting more responsibility over time. Bogdanovich, you gotta love his willingness to take these shots.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. A 2-point game. Over in the corner, Williamson. Outside, Reddick. He dishes it to Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ingram. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
No fear. The young fella Ingram showing he's up for the challenge.
Here's Fox. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Yes!
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And here's New Orleans now. Now Favors.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Shooting for New Orleans, Devin Booker. Taking 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. Bullseye! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Having to chase Bielitsa off that 3-point line. When you don't, this is what happens.
And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to... Can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. And so it's New Orleans with it. Outside Holiday. Can't hit that one. Good D by Hield. Now here's Fox. Hield kicks to Barnes. Here's Fox. It's tipped. The kick out to Barnes. Clock at 6. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. It's Bielitsa. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Come on. You got to get up on him and play some defense. They're going to get away with that next time.
Barnes outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. No good.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one. And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Fox passes to Hield. Now here's Barnes. Hield kicks to Fox. Here's Barnes, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
At this stage of his career, Barnes knows who he is. He's a glue guy. He does a bit of everything.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Then for the Kings, Alex Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitz, and Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Here's Ingram. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
With the ball in his hands, Ingram showing he's more than capable.
Here's Joseph. And the rejection by Favors. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Lays it up off the glass. Holiday's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
He gets it in there.
This is why Parker is out here. When it's an important possession, he steps up his game.
Here's Ball. Hits it from 3-point range.
Taking on a bigger responsibility over time. I mean, you got to respect Ball's tenacity during important moments.
Three-pointer heel. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Wow, what a play by Hill. Wow, just embracing the chance to take the big shot right now.
I don't think that was a pass he should make. Too many things can go wrong. I mean, they're lucky to keep possession.
Ingram outside. Mr. Williamson. It's good.
Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength. It's the body control.
Barnes outside. Timeout called by the Kings. They're behind by 4. There's 49 seconds left in the second overtime. What a game. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Len. Bielitz comes in for Parker. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Fox in for Joseph. Ingram with it. And now by Barnes. And the dunk by Williamson.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Fox hits them both.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
Fox. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And you get the sense that he's hit a wall here in OT. He just hasn't been much help to them at all offensively. That is not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to throw an alley-oop from that kind of distance.
And then to dunk it with authority. Wow. Gets an open look and hits.
Wow, what a shot. I mean, Fox enjoys having the spotlight on him in big moments like this.
And they go to the intentional foul. And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Misses them. So New Orleans wins it. The double, David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
to the developers to ask.
Gameplay director Mike Wang joins us here on 2K TV. Mike, how are you?
Hey, it's great to see you guys.
How has development been staying at home during this tough period?
Oh man, it's been a whirlwind. I mean, I think at first it was a little bit rocky. We're all trying to learn the ropes, and over time it's gotten smoother and smoother, and now we're pretty much 100% efficiency, and we're going strong.
We're so excited to have you back on the show.
It's go time for the Pelicans here at home. Here they are coming down the tunnel. Going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Grizzlies. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that. And, of course, New Orleans, just a couple spots back.
And I think for New Orleans, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. And for New Orleans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Here's the pass to Jackson. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
The Pelicans have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it clean.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball to the right side. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Holiday is running. And the dunk by Williamson.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And Derek Favors with the slam.
A beautiful connection, and Favors with the highlight finish.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Pelicans. Jackson kicks to Morant. Fires from the wing. Misses off the right iron.
0 for 3 now in the early going. Just a little bit out of sync.
On the wing, Holiday. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And that's an important basket there. The game was in danger of getting away from him here early if they let that run go on much longer.
And the rejection by Jackson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. Well, when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team, and then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
The shot's good from Hayes.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Now, here's Redick. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off. And sometimes that's all it takes.
Allen's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Melton. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pelicans leading by 12. Here's Redick. Count it.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
1:03 left here in the opening quarter. Passes it to Clark. And Jang gets it to go.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Jackson looking around. Now Redick. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Hayes. Here's Melly. It's rebounded by Memphis. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers. Here's Allen. And too long on the shot.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Jackson, that's a two-pointer. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen, Pelicans pretty much in control here.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They got Jackson. He's out there with J.J. Redick. Hart is out there with Okafor. And it's Melly in at the power forward. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. For the three. Ball no good. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 10.
A changing of the guard for the Grizzlies. Their star veterans traded away. They held out as long as they could, but it was time.
Allen against Holiday. He feeds it to Williamson. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Williamson's got 6.
The confidence evident. Zion, no problem rising and firing away. That's a sign of a true leader.
The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. No good from Clark. New Orleans leading by 10. Holiday attacking. Pass to Favors. Now Ball. Ingram outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And those great veterans, Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, Tony Allen, Zach Randolph had become a part of the fabric, Steve, of the Grizzlies franchise and the city of Memphis.
Tough to move on from that level of connection. All good things, though, have to end.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Back to Brooks. Here's Jackson. The kick out to Anderson. From the arc. No good on that one. And New Orleans will come the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They came away with the victory in the last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
They generated second chance opportunities on one end, preventing them on the other end. That was the story of the game.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Pelicans, they are committed to New Orleans. Some had speculated they'd be a candidate to move to the Seattle market. Organization-wise, they have said they're not going anywhere.
And Valanciunas now atop the key. Brooks with no one around. And another miss by Memphis. Pelicans leading by 12. Here's Williamson. Rebounded by Jackson. And when the new GM took over basketball operations, he said ownership's commitment was a big factor.
They have said all the right things. Sometimes teams in the South can struggle with attendance. The Pelicans have made it clear they want to win right here in New Orleans.
Poked away, taken away by Holiday. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And Ball being aggressive there with his penetration, seizing on any open space to get to the basket.
Here's Brooks. Wide open shot is on the money. Brooks has got 4 this quarter.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Ball with the bucket.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Jackson finds Valanciunas. Grant, offensive rebound, and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
The pass to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Pass to Valanciunas. And the rejection by Favors.
The 7'4" arm span of Favors paying big dividends when it comes to rim protection.
To the middle. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And that's now 10 points for Zion Williamson. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Stolen by Ball. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Here's Hayes. Got a piece of it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Oh, rising and punching it onto the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to beat yourself on the highlight reel.
Down low, it's tipped. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And it's blocked. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Inside, taken away by Hayes. And here's the fast break. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
Stolen by Jackson. He gets it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's New Orleans.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. New Orleans had no problems getting going. Seemingly flawless as the game got under. And
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
So on the floor for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3. Valanciunas, good. Smitty, you've seen this before, separating teams that can make the deep playoff run. Those that can't get bounced out early, what have you found is the difference between those two?
A lot of times, Kevin, it comes down to those teams have more talent that can make those deep playoff runs. Also, they can make adjustments. And I think also they're a team that has better chemistry, and they can win defensively and not just have to rely on their offense.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Williamson with it. 14 points for him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williamson's got 16.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And stolen by Williamson. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
Pass to Morant. Shoots over ball. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Ingram passes the ball. New Orleans moving it around. And Holiday kicks the ball. A second chance effort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, and ball size makes him a difficult guy to guard. He uses it well to pick up fouls while shooting.
And this Memphis team stakes its identity on defense.
Last season, top 3 in block percentage. They make their stand at the defensive end.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And that one's good by Clark.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And the dunk by Williamson.
This is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Here's Valanciunas. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. Second, the Grizzlies. In third, the Pelicans.
I mean, both these squads are just playing so hard here of late, really getting after it on the offensive glass, and it's paid off for both of them in terms of second chance points.
The alley-oop layup, very well done.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Ball with the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
With the tip.
Clark.
The Pelicans have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Brooks. Basket counts. Brooks has got his second basket of the night. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. 44 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Clark. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. Okafor with the steal. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well. Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Redick surveying the D. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And Redick taking a turn, initiating some offense there, working that pick and roll to perfection.
Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here, and that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And so it's New Orleans having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
I'm telling you, it's all about learning.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for him. Ejuan Moore's out there with Hayes. Then there's Okafor, and there's Jackson, and it's Alexander Walker in at the two-guard spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. It's tipped. Melton's shot is good. Melton's got his first points in this one.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
The pass to Okafor. Left side Jackson. He kicks to Moore. 6 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker. Goes up the baseline. Here's Okafor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality. Like on the free throw line, boxing out. Like going up for rebounds, they let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust, and they find their way.
Here's Ingram. Feeds to Williamson. Rebound by Jang. The Grizzlies shooting straight 49% from the field. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And he uses the glass on the layup. 26 points for Zion Williamson.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Guarded by Holiday. The dish to Tolliver. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jahlil Okafor. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. And Memphis making a change here. Watanabe's checked in. Inside. It's deflected and stolen by Williamson. Holiday, the pass to Williamson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you got to appreciate the fearlessness with which he plays. Zion's ability to shoulder the offense at this stage of his career is incredible.
And again, Memphis no good. For New Orleans, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Pretty nice efficiency there. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. Grizzlies making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Passes it to Tolliver. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jang, no luck. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Outside Holiday. And the call will go against Anthony Tolliver. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Okafor kicks to Moore. 5 on the clock. That one good for 2.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Alexander Walker, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you think of the resiliency of New Orleans. It feeds into the ethos of their sports teams, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Certainly the Pelicans have had their challenges too. Injuries, turnover, and leadership. You can't give up, though. I think that's something this organization and the fans can relate to.
Hayes is checked in for New Orleans.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for New Orleans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Zion Williamson.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Near the three-point line, it's Moore. That one wide left. Here's Watanabe, guarded by Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something to maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Alexander Walker, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew,